Thanks for watching Film Buff, really, honestly. It's fucking great.
How's it going, guys? My name is Film Buff. Alright, man, so we're back for episode 4. Man, I gotta say, this is, it's one of the best shows I've seen in a long time, you know. It's just so good, man. Like, everything about the show is just, you know, brilliant. And, you know, there's only 8 episodes, so I'm trying not to rush right through it. Sometimes the urge is real strong, you know, just to binge it. Last I saw, he was kind of trapped. Everyone else kind of got out, but he was trapped in there. In his memories, or the space they keep going into. This yellow-eyed demon thing, I'm pretty sure it's patrolling these thoughts, these memories. And it might be responsible for some of these glitches. These changes in his memories. Lenny, you know, she kept saying kid, and she doesn't seem to like this Summerland place, and she wants him to like get out of there. And even David himself kind of starts to question. He's like, hey, you're supposed to be my friend. So yeah, man, my thought was that maybe she's another manifestation of the yellow-eyed demon, but then I start thinking of how other people have seen her. Let's see, man. Nothing seems to be clear cut. You know, I could be on the right track, or I could be like super, you know, off about it. But that's what's so exciting about the show. There's so many possibilities. It really keeps you on, on your toes. It keeps you guessing. And that's what I really enjoy about the show, man. Alright, man, let's get right into it. Episode 4.
Could we have been inside David's memories 3 times? 3 times we saw glitches, omissions. It's as if we've activated some kind of guardian. There's something in David's memory he does not want us to see. Carrie. Yes. I have a mission for you.
I read the report. He broke the doctor's skull. Had to put the guy in a coma to get the swelling down. And that was with his fists. Imagine if he used his power. He's a bomb.
Conversations on tape. What did the stars say? We know he's hiding things.
One last job and we're out.
What if he didn't come in here to steal a radio or some coins?
Big scorpion.
What if he came here to get rid of evidence? A conversation. The one time he said too much.
Who are you talking to? And he would say, King.
The dog. Your dog. David spoke of him often.
Doctor. We didn't have a dog.
Carrie called. He found an address for Philly. Hey, Sid. Sid.
Is he?
He's still here. His body. Oliver?
That's your husband, right? Oliver?
Don't worry. He can't get you in here. He? Your monster? He makes you forget. Clever.
What are you...
You have an unquiet mind. And so you war with yourself, like a dog trying to chew off its own tail.
There is no monster. It's just me. I know that. It's just me. It's my psychology.
Monster as metaphor. I like it, but wrong. It's part of you, that's true. But not like a symptom. More like a parasite.
Ah, yeah. Something that's attached to him.
No, that's superstition. I'm a scientist.
To me, I was a woman who couldn't be touched. In love with
She
a
keeps
man
thinking
who
of that,
wasn't
eh?
there.
Over and over.
What was real? The old girlfriend. That was the mission.
Why does she keep seeing that thing? That's like David's thing. Oh, that's gonna lead up to them being high up there, right? Now this is interesting because I want to see if Lenny's gonna be in there, or is it gonna be someone else?
More coffee?
Oh,
no.
Okay.
He had this friend, Benny.
You mean Lenny?
No, Benny. He was a pusher, I guess.
Wait, so David's friend, the one he did drugs with.
Unhand erectile.
Hey, now, don't fight.
I knew it!
Yeah, a big guy. Smiled a lot, but not with his eyes.
If I see him, is there anything that you want to say? A message?
Tom. They're watching.
Everywhere we went, there was David and Lenny, his old female friend from the hospital.
Who I buried in a wall, so how she ended up stitched in David's memory?
This would be an awesome place to have a fight.
I don't know, but whoever altered David's memory replaced the real dude with Lenny.
Yeah.
Helicopters coming in, gunships, ninjas on fast ropes.
Why?
I don't know.
It's been altered.
It's the doctor.
This is, oh my god, this is so good, man. This
Lenny.
He had conflicting impulses. Good and bad. There was a friend.
A man or woman?
A man.
Ah,
Benny.
it was a Benny.
It was clear that there were things he wanted to say, but couldn't. Until his last appointment.
Dr. Poole?
What did the stars
What
say?
did the stars say?
You're in love with him.
Yes.
I'd very much like to see David again. Could you take me to him?
Why?
Because I have the same question you do.
Ugh.
I had a wife. Kids. Now, I can't see out of one eye. I can't concentrate. He ruined my life. I just want to ask him why. And Melanie Bird? Is she not the leader of your little band?
What did you just say?
Oh, setup.
It's a trap.
It's milky eyes.
Shit. Upstairs!
All day it's talk, 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 talk. My turn.
Go on, Carrie. Oh no, 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 no. I like Patanomy.
Is there or not?
That was a mistake.
Woo! Oh, they switch bodies?
Are you my friend? Because I could really use...
Yes, of course I'm your friend. Come on, it's just... I'm Betsy Tough Love, your mean friend. But don't worry, I love you.
Blow me.
I don't swing that way, bro. But I could be talked into a circle jerk. That is... I'm you. I'm me. I'm everything you wanna be.
Please. The truth.
Here's the truth, pal. We gotta get out of here. Okay? You and me. Because wherever you go, there I am. And I can't hang out in this shit-stained no place much longer, okay? I got things to do.
What does that mean?
So I was thinking, if you just concentrate. Or if together maybe we get mad.
No.
Oh no. Come on, let it come!
Yellow eyes.
Sid!
That was Sid driving.
Sid!
Oh, good toss.
Run!
She was Yellow Eyes. A different manifestation of Yellow Eyes. This show, man. So good. Alright, man. That ending, man. That ending. So, I basically got my answer, you know. After last episode, you know, episode 3, I was really starting to question Lenny and what exactly Lenny is, you know. And it turns out it's not just a friend or just this girl that he's friends with. It turns out it is indeed the yellow-eyed demon, you know, at least another manifestation of it. You know, it's this parasite, Oliver, another new character in this episode, who I really liked, man. I really liked this character. More on that later, but, you know, he mentions to David that there's a parasite that's attached to you. You might think, you know, there's a bit of a joke about, oh, it's cute that you think it's a metaphor, but no, this one is definitely like a monster or like an insidious being that is attached to you, and I believe he called it a parasite. So I'm definitely getting some answers now. Yeah, and you know, another big thing this episode was they confirmed that it wasn't a girl, it was actually a guy. It seems like this being, the yellow-eyed demon, is responsible for making him forget things. You know, Oliver mentions this as well. He's like, you know, clever, it makes you forget. So, you know, it's still not 100% confirmed if it's the yellow-eyed demon that is erasing parts of his memory, or if it's that thing that is responsible for these glitches and these lapses in memory. But you know, it definitely could be this being trying to hide certain things from outsiders and from David himself. Or it could be someone else entirely. You know, his dad is still looming large, man. I'm still excited to find out if they're actually gonna do the whole Professor X thing. But, you know, I'm not gonna count that out just yet. There's still 4 more episodes, so they might touch up on his dad. But yeah, man, yeah, so, you know, Lenny, it's actually one of my favorite characters. You know, I know it's supposed to be this, you know, evil, insidious being, but, like, Lenny is definitely one of my favorite characters. You know, and that really has a lot to do with Aubrey Plaza. She's been fantastic, man. She's so good. Looks like this, and looks like Yellow Eyes actually altered David's memory, man. Like a good chunk of it. To make it seem like it was Lenny, a girl. So even to David, it's Lenny. You know, just like Sid and Ptonomy. David also thought it's a girl, Lenny. You know, and Oliver even confirms it. You know, oh, the monster, you brought it in here, so it's out there, it's hunting you. And right, you know, in that scene, she's like, come on, get mad, and she's like on the bed and like and right before David gets out, or you know, comes out of this what was it, astral plane, you see like both of them kind of meshing, and you see Aubrey Plaza kind of turn to this old looking thing. You see Aubrey Plaza's face and David's face kind of mesh, and then you see Yellow Eyes. Another thing, the trumpet, I believe it's a trumpet. The trumpet plays anytime they show Yellow Eyes. You know, this and right before, and it played as Lenny was behind David. and like a few seconds later, you know, the shot of Lenny kind of turning into Yellow Eyes. So yeah, man, it gets out, and right at the end, of course, you know, the hand goes on his shoulder and Lenny comes out of the right. So really cool, man. I'm really digging this whole like Lenny Yellow Eyes character, you know, even though it's like an insidious being and it's trying to bring harm to David. It's still an intriguing character, you know. I'm gonna see more of this and see how this kind of develops going forward. Oh man, I feel like there's so much I have to say in this episode. Let's talk about Oliver, man. I'm really liking this character, man. He's groovy, man. Really, you know, really cool character, you know. Made an impact, instant impact for me at least. Yeah, you know, the beginning was, it kind of threw me off. I'm like, what the hell's going on here, man? You know, I really liked some of the things he was saying and like these stories he's telling us. And, you know, he's going on about how empathy and fear are like the two types of stories kids are told, you know, as they grow up. And then it kind of ends off by him saying, basically it's a mesh of these two things that's playing out right now. And I love the pull in and pull out shots, you know, really fantastic stuff. But you know, that kind of goes into Sid. It kind of sounded like she was telling a story. You know, this narrative sounded like she's telling someone the whole story of how they were out for the truth and to find out what's real, what's not, you know, what's going on with David. So that's what it kind of felt like to me. She was kind of doing a voiceover of the things that happened, you know, and she was like, what is real and can we believe our eyes? And sticking on that, you know, Sid, interesting, you know, she saw the angry boy twice this episode and she was rattled, man. The second time she saw it in the forest, she's just like out of it, and Carrie had to, you know, kind of snap her out. So why the hell is she seeing the angry boy? Because as far as I know, they're out of David's memory / astral plane or this simulated reality, or not, because she's still seeing the angry boy. Could it be that they're still in there? And, you know, Patanomy seemed pretty sure they're out. And, you know, some of the things that happened in this episode, you know, them going to his ex, and then the doctor, and then Patanomy and Sid going to the little the doctor's office. But yeah, you know, Sid, more so than anyone else, seems to be more connected, you know, more connected to David, because she can see things that he sees in his nightmares, you know, and she's seen the angry boy. She's explaining to Patanomy that there was a tear and the red light. So she definitely has some kind of connection, you know, perhaps after they touched, you know, after they kissed in that first episode, something's happened. She could see more than anyone else. They showed again her kind of getting out of a nightmare. It would be like the nightmares David's having. You know, it was like scenes of him and like the bed going up and all the different things that are happening. And then it's her that wakes up from it. Twice they showed this. And they showed this in the last episode as well. So why is she experiencing David's nightmares, man? Yeah, there's clearly some kind of connection here. And yeah, in this episode, you know, they introduced the concept of astral plane and a simulated reality. That definitely explains why his memories are so active. Another reoccurring theme in this was, what did the stars say? Sid asked the doctor asked David in the little flashback. You know, and going back to things that Sid is seeing that others are not, you know, she said she saw David and there was a flash, and this is right after he was asked by the doctor, what did the stars say? So, you know, she now has that question in her head and she asked the doctor, but of course the doctor didn't know, and he said he's looking for the same answers. So the flash, you know, so the flash means that it's been altered, or that's a glitch. You know, he answers, actually I say that, but you know, later it turned out it wasn't even the doctor, it was Milky Eyes guy, right? So the doctor probably does know, because David probably told him, but there's a glitch, you know. I guess David or Yellow Eyes or something doesn't want them to know his answer, or the answer he gave to the doctor. What did the stars say, man? I need to know. They showed us Amy, and she's talking to David's doctor, who's also been taken. And you know, it was clear here that, you know, she's finally admitting out loud for maybe the first time that she kind of knew that David perhaps wasn't crazy, but things would happen that she could not explain. She said he would know things that there was no way of him knowing these things. Like, so a little shitty that she didn't kind of back him up and kind of let him go to you know, a mental hospital. But again, you know, to be fair to her, she didn't know how to react to this or how to make sense of this. But, you know, it was clear that she knew David was special from like an early age. Also, she said that they never had a dog, but David remembers clearly that they had a dog named King, and he would talk to the doctor about it all the time. So this dog, man, you know, talking about dogs, going back to episode 1, Milky Eyes was actually carving out a little dog. So I'm trying to think what this dog could mean, or maybe there's more to it than just a simple dog. Let's see, man. Let's talk about Melanie, Carrie, and Oliver. Oliver Bird. So it looks like he is not dead, but he is lost in the astral plane. But his body's preserved in this this suit in cold storage. So I guess for a long time, you know, going back to the conversation Melanie had, Melanie and Carrie in the elevator, I guess this is like an ongoing thing for years, that, you know, they've been hoping that he would kind of snap out of it, he would somehow get out of it. So it looks like he's trapped in there, on this astral plane, or in this astral plane. So he's ended up in Oliver's astral plane, or he was in that room somehow, or I don't know. But yeah, man, I hope to see more of Oliver. Maybe they'll explain how he ends up in this state. But once again, another fantastic episode, man. Oh, one more thing. You know, earlier on in the episode, as Sid's like kind of talking about what the mission is, and going through like the steps of like what they have to do and stuff, you know, the voiceover. There's a shot of Sid disappearing in the halls of Clockworks. So I'm not sure, you know. I mean, something's going on here. Sid's definitely much more attached to David, more so than anyone else. 4 episodes in, it's clear to me nothing's just put in there for no reason. I feel like everything in this show is there for a reason. You know, it's been added for a reason. So I feel like there's some significance behind her, just, you know, that shot of her kind of walking down the halls and disappearing. But yeah, man, this show is so good, man. God, you know, as each episode goes by, like, it gets better and better. You know, even that ending sequence, the dance sequence, it was like a fight / dance sequence. You know, Oliver is grooving out, and oh shit, I totally forgot, man. Carrie got shot, man, in the chest. So I'm not sure if she's dead, but, you know, older Carrie definitely felt the effects of this. You know, that actually made me pretty sad. But yeah, man, it's such a good show. I'm so excited. Still 4 more episodes. Alright, guys, if you enjoyed it, please smash that thumbs up. Leave your comments. Let me know what you thought. Check me out on social media if you're into that. I have a Twitter account, Instagram. I have Patreon. Thank you so much to all my patrons. You guys are absolutely amazing. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Alright, guys, thanks for dropping by. I'll be back doing episode 5. But yeah, man, so good. This show is so good. Take it easy.